Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to shape the handle on a big bore Tusker. In the last video profiling a Tusker, I showed you one that I had just came out of the heat treating oven. And this is it right here. This is the one we're going to do today. To save some time, I went ahead and did some preliminary work on it. Some things that I do prior to shaping the handles. I went around the perimeter of the knife and cleaned everything up. Went around this part of the handle. And what I'm going to do in the video is I'm going to actually shape this handle into its final, the final finish. You can see it has the Corby's in it. It's flat. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be contouring the handles and then doing a radius around the edges. Now this particular one, the customer wanted extended tang, so we didn't bring back the handles all the way like I normally do. So we got this area here that's exposed. What I use for this is pretty much what I use when I do the profiling. On the contours on the flats, I use a 3-inch contact wheel right here. The belt is just 120 grit aluminum oxide. I'm sorry, it's a 50 grit aluminum oxide belt on this particular grinder here. On the other grinder, I have the 1.5-inch wheel with the same belt, the 50 grit aluminum oxide, and that's what I do to radius around the edges of the handle. When I go around these edges. So then when I get to that point, I take the drill bit and chamfer the lanyard hole here in the front, and then I finish it off with Scotch-Brite belts. I do absolutely no hand sanding except for some sanding in the front here, in front of the handle, and then on this one I'll be doing it on the back because this is doesn't come all the way back to the end of the handle, so I'll have to sand here. But that's the only hand sanding I do. I do all the finishing on Scotch-Brite belts. Saves a lot of time. It can be done with micarta and G10. G10 I do have to hand sand a little bit. That doesn't finish as well with Scotch-Brite, so I do some hand sanding on G10. Wood has to be hand sanded, but I do get a lot of the deep grind marks out on wood with the Scotch-Brite belt also. Anyway, let's get started, and what I'm going to do is I got a floor fan back here that I use to blow the majority of the dust out the window. So I'm going to go ahead and complete this handle and then show you what it looks like when I'm finished. I'm not going to probably stop in between, so we'll go ahead and get started and finish this handle up, and then you'll be able to see what it looks like when it's done. That's what it looks like now. It's just as flat as can be. So let's get started, and like I say, I start out on this one, then move to that one. Okay, there you have it. Now what I have to do is hit this area here with some sandpaper and back here and clean that up, make sure it's nice and smooth. But it's ready to go. The quick way of doing it, finishing it with the Scotch-Brite belts makes it pretty nice. Hopefully you can see it. There you go, it's all nice and rounded off, finished, and then all I have to do now is make the sheath for it, finish off the blade, finish the grind, put the final cutting edge on it, and it'll be ready to send out to the customer. It'll be 100% finished then. The Scotch-Brites help smooth out these Corbies and make them nice and clean looking, and this particular one has some black liners on it. But there you have it, the way I finish a handle on a big bore Tusker, and it's pretty much the way I do it on all the knives, the same thing. So hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll try to think of something else to come up with, you know, with the Tusker. But that's pretty much as simple as it can get as far as finishing a handle off. So until the next time, guys, thanks for watching, and be safe out there.